Hey all you guys, how are you doing? It's me. It's Sunday and I'm trying to stay warm. And I don't know about you guys, but winter is sort of not my favorite season. I will take summer, I will take the sunshine, I will take the heat any day over top of this cold. And it's kind of neat that I get to hang out here and I guess, really I get to I go on the cameras on my phone. I get to see if it's busy at the bake shop or at Let Us Love Cafe. And Erinn just joined. Hi, Erinn. And she's over at the business right now. And I just wanted to talk to you guys about what I do in the winter and how I kind of stay, I'm going to say joyful, best of my ability, but also your skin gets dry and all that crazy stuff. And so I use apple cider vinegar. I take that and, hey Leah, how are you doing, sweetheart? My buddy of all times. I do apple cider vinegar. And for those that don't like the taste of it, and if you don't want to do a tablespoon of it a day, is I take apple cider vinegar capsules. And I just thought I would share some little tidbits of what I do because I think that all of us struggle as to how to stay healthy and our skin staying hydrated because this is a really, really drying time of year. My hair gets really parched. My skin gets really dry and cracked. My hands too. All of the skin on the backs of my fingers kind of get all cracked, and I get these little kind of cuts on the side of my fingernails. Like, it's really weird. But what I find is that I use lavender essential oil. And I'm going to do a blog post about this too. So coming up in the next week or so, Erinn and I are going to put together, see Erinn, I'm going to put you to work. Erinn and I are going to put together something about some essential oils and things like that we use. You too, Leah. Okay. So you get those things too. So I find I use lavender oil because lavender oil, essential oil, and it's got to be really pure good stuff. It's antibacterial and it's antiviral, and it really is healing. So even if you have an open cut on your hand or your body or somewhere else, you can put it on it, and it actually helps to heal the cut and the wound and not get infected. But what I do too is I put it on my hands before I go to bed at night. When I wake up in the morning, virtually these little cuts get healed. And again, I know it's just from winter. I don't get this at all in the summertime. So this stuff is like amazing. This came from doTERRA. And I really love their oils a lot. So that's lavender oil. I also use jasmine oil, and this came from sage. I don't know if you guys have ever gone into the sage store yet. There's one in Burlington, Mapleview Mall. They're all over now from coast to coast, and if I'm not mistaken, I think that they're opening in the US now, but Canadian company, amazing guy, a lovely business philosophy, very spiritual, and Deepak Chopra's 7 spiritual laws to running a business is basically his philosophy and how he started it up. His name is Jean-Claude. So jasmine oil, and it works, funny enough, for things like muscle spasms and for depression and for feeling really low, and just, in the wintertime we can all feel kind of bummed out, and because we don't get outside as much and we don't get our vitamin D, we don't get our sunshine. So this jasmine and oil it's really amazing. So this is very tiny. It's literally 2 milliliters of oil in here. And it is, if you can believe it, the most expensive oil in the whole world to buy. Jasmine oil, because the way it's extracted, there's 3.5 million jasmine flower blossoms that goes into 1/2 of a liter of oil. So the process is very time consuming and very, very unique. So it's unlike any other essential oil, and you don't want to get it in a blend. You want to just get the pure oil. And what I do too is I actually will dilute it with coconut oil that's been fractionated. So it's not necessarily just coconut oil that goes hard. This is coconut oil that actually is liquid and it stays liquid. So again, it's called fractionated coconut oil. It's a little bit of a tongue twister. So I just put a couple drops and say like a tablespoon of coconut oil, and I can actually then rub it on my skin. You don't want to use this whole thing because this is, I think it was like $40 or something like that. And it's, like I said, it's only 2 milliliters. You don't want to use this straight onto your skin. You want to be able to spread it and smooth it onto your skin. So you can put it on your elbows, you can put it on your temples. And what I also do too is this particular spot on my hand, and on all of our hands, it's a pressure point. It's a meridian, and it works on your adrenals. So I was reading about this the other day because I've been feeling lately, for the last 3 weeks or so, extraordinarily tired. Like I can't get my second wind, and it's just not coming, and I'm actually walking around like a lump. And so what I do is I put jasmine oil straight now on this area of my hand, and it will diffuse then into my body, and it goes into that meridian that actually then affects my body. And I'm finding myself actually feeling really good today. I started doing it last night, and it really is amazing. It helps you sleep better too. So jasmine oil is really good for sleeping and muscle spasms, depression, feeling low and bummed out. That's what this is really amazing for. It also too will rejuvenate the skin, so any kind of dryness, and it's known to treat eczema really well. Now with eczema though, you don't want to put it on any kind of open sore of eczema. You want to kind of do it on your skin prior to having any kind of breakout that you might have from eczema. So again, you would dilute it in that coconut oil, fractionated, and then spread it in the area where you would normally be prone to get eczema. And this stuff is like a wonder oil. Like I said, it's the most expensive oil on the planet. So absolutely amazing stuff. Also, what I want to talk to you guys about is again, me feeling really lacking in energy, and me feeling too like I was coming down with something almost. And the whole staff at the bake shop has been sick on and off. We've had one at a time, just keep on going through the gamut of getting sick, and I felt so bad. But I knew I had to stay healthy because, you know, there was so much to do on the back end from our marketing and just, you know, keeping things going through the really busy Christmas season, which can be very stressful for people. I use this, and it is made by Host Defense. It's a Myco Shield immune support, and it is made of mushrooms. So, but very special mushrooms like shaga and reishi mushrooms. There's 5 types in here, and I basically, it's just a spray, and I'll spray it under my tongue. I do 3 shots, and I do it about 3 times a day. And this gives my immune system a total boost. So this stuff is amazing stuff. I bought this at the local Goodness Me here in town. You can get this anywhere at a local health food store close to your home. It's made in the US, so any of you guys that are following me from the US, you'll find it there probably more prevalently than here in Canada. It's made, I think, actually in Washington, and from Washington State, so the West Coast, where they actually have probably a very high concentration of mushrooms out there. There's much more natural, fresh, healthy living out on the West Coast, because you guys have better weather than we do. And what else did I want to talk to you about? Oh, so I'll go back to the apple cider vinegar. So this stuff is really, it's a superfood. And like I said, if you don't like the taste of apple cider vinegar, which would kind of be me, I really wouldn't be able to down like a tablespoon. And you can mix it with water, so feel free to do it that way. But I just do capsules. So I do 2 in the morning when I get up, and I do 2 before I go to bed. So it kind of has a chance to sit in my body and do its magic. It really helps to ward off the really bad bacteria in your body. So it helps with digestion, big time. And Erinn and I kind of both struggle with digestion. I've told Erinn about apple cider vinegar many times, but she, I don't think, has done it yet. I don't know, she can maybe tell me differently if I'm wrong. But we do, we both struggle with it. We eat certain things and we go, man, oh my gosh, I'm not feeling good right now. It's not digesting properly. So it really helps with digestion. What apple cider vinegar also is amazing for is lowering cholesterol levels and keeping your cholesterol healthy. So you want to get rid of the bad cholesterol, keep the good cholesterol, because we have to have healthy cholesterol in our body. It's not all about getting rid of cholesterol. We want to keep the healthy stuff, because that's what, you know, the fat is what fortifies our brain, and we have to have the healthy fats through our body. So don't ever think that you have to go fat-free. So the apple cider vinegar definitely helps with this. It also too will help, I think, with any of you that have started New Year's resolutions, that you're wanting to lose weight. Sorry, someone, I'm just going to interrupt for a second. Jen Ben said, what was the first product called? So the first product, I'm not sure which Jen, what you're talking about. Is it the immune defense? Just shoot me another message and let me know exactly what you want to know, and I will let you know, okay? Where was I? So apple cider vinegar. So yes, so any of you wanting to start your New Year's resolution off on the right foot and continue it through, apple cider vinegar helps to stop any kind of blood sugar spiking in your body. So, you know, that's kind of like where we get any of our cravings, right? Is, you know, we get energy crashes, our sugar crashes, and all of a sudden we're craving, you know, a chocolate cupcake or some junk food, or, you know, something deep fried. And we don't want to be going that direction. So if you do this, you want to have this, I would take 2 of these in the morning, 2 at lunch, 2 before I go to bed, and this will help to control and regulate your blood sugar. That's why it's actually really good too for diabetics to take this, because this regulates blood sugar. So any of you who are diabetic or know of anybody who is diabetic, please recommend apple cider vinegar to them. It is a superfood, and it's so inexpensive, and it's so good for you, and it's so natural. So I can't recommend this enough. It's just healing. It actually helps with skin too. It actually helps with dry skin, because again, your skin gets regulated in your gut, right? So this is where your whole body gets regulated, is through your gut. So you want to be taking apple cider vinegar. I know it's backwards, but I use Bragg's, and I'll tell you what I do for my hair. This is so cool. I've gone on this kick now. It's been about 8 weeks. I haven't used shampoo. And again, I'm going to do another post on that down the road. And it's all about not using shampoo on my hair. And I use apple cider vinegar as a rinse. So I keep a cup in the shower, like a plastic cup in my shower, and I keep a plastic bottle of apple cider vinegar. So again, it would be like the Bragg's. I don't think I've got one to show you guys right now. A plastic bottle, because you don't want glass in the shower, right? So I put about a tablespoon in this cup, and I fill it up with water from the shower as it's coming out, and that is my final rinse. So I'll do that twice, and I'll make sure that that apple cider vinegar goes right to my scalp. And my scalp is thriving now. I did this about 8 or 9 years ago. I actually went for a total of about 5 years without shampooing my hair. And by not shampooing my hair was growing and thriving and not being dry or anything like that. It was just absolutely fantastic. And then, of course, then I start going back to these different salons, and then the salons say, what? You're not using shampoo? Oh, that's really kind of weird. You know, you have to use shampoo because it's the only way to get, you know, the oil out of your hair. Is the only way for your scalp to be clean. And it's such a fallacy, guys. So your scalp is an extension of your face, right? It's an extension of your skin. So if we're not going to use any of these harsh detergents on our face, which I don't know about you guys, but I don't use soap on my face. I use just really natural water and natural organic cleansers, even coconut oil to clean my face. And you really don't need it. And what happens is when we do use shampoo in our hair, we strip the oils out of our hair, and then before you know it, you're going to have to shampoo your hair more often because you got this oil being built up, because the oil is being, you know, stripped from your hair because of the harsh detergents and crappy shampoos, because we think that we have to have suds on our head. And then before you know it, you're in this battle. So almost you're probably washing your hair like someone like my sister, who washes her hair probably like every other day. And she says if she doesn't do it like that, she ends up having greasy hair. It takes a little while, a couple weeks, for your hair to get used to it, because it'll start secreting less and less and less oil. So don't use shampoo. So I bought this stuff online, and it's called, and I'm going to do a whole talk about this. It's called No Wash, I believe. And I actually have a book called The Curly Girl book. The Curly Girl book, because when I was born with an awful lot of hair. I was born with jet black hair, and the nurses actually named me in the hospital. It's a really funny story. My mom and dad couldn't decide what to call me. I was their first child, and I was born with jet black hair and blue eyes. And so the nurses said, and they were fighting over brushing my hair. One of them put a green bow in my head, in my hair, and said that I looked like an Irish Kelly. So that's how I got named. Oh, it's called New Wash. So Erinn is letting me know, but I think Erinn is using my handle here. You're so cute. So Kelly Child says the shampoo is called New Wash. So yes, so that shampoo is called New Wash. So anyways, I'm gonna go back to me being born with black hair and blue eyes. And so as I got older and as the months went by, my hair grew out and out and out. And somehow I was blessed with, I'm gonna say blessed because as a child I really didn't feel I was blessed, but I was blessed with an afro. And so growing up, all of my friends had beautiful poker straight hair. So, you know, I was born in the 60s. I grew up in the 70s, and all of my girlfriends had straight hair, part in the middle. I'm too high in my video here. Part in the middle, straight down hair, and was the style, right? It was so cool to be twiggy, like the models and stuff, and what everybody did back then in the 60s and 70s was all about the flower child, flower power. And I had the short little, you know, suede skirts with the happy faces on them and stuff, and, you know, the peace sign medallions and all that fringe things. But and my afro was good for the guys, but it really wasn't cool for me. So somehow, you know, my family definitely thinks that I have no idea how this would happen, but an African-American maybe descent down the ages, and who knows, right? I would love to do my genealogy and find out what my background is. But anyways, so besides that point, to look after curly hair, my family really didn't have any idea how to look after those kind of curls. And so, you know, typically I grew up with just, you know, a detergent-based household. And fast forward then to when I hit about 35 and I started realizing that this wasn't really working for me and my curls were really looking dry and frizzy and gross. And I discovered this book called The Curly Girl Book. And honestly, it's all about natural hair care. And if you've got curly hair, all of a sudden the ringlets started coming, and it was so incredible. As soon as I gave up shampoo, it was like, boom, done. I was thriving. It was fantastic. So I can't recommend it enough. And again, I'm excited because I am going to be doing a whole write-up about it, a blog series about it, and it's going to incorporate things like essential oils for your hair. So, you know, like jasmine, lavender, this crazy stuff, because lavender is so great for your scalp because it's antiviral, antibacterial. So anytime you have like an itchy scalp, it's so easy to use lavender oil or even like tea tree oil. And just put a little bit on your fingertip and just rub it into your scalp, and then voila, it's gone, guys. So, and also it promotes hair growth. So I can't recommend it enough. So I'm excited about all this stuff. Is there anything that any of you want to know about? So the apple cider vinegar, this is the stuff, the host defense, Myco Shield. This is the spray. You do 3 shots under your tongue. So simple to do it. I do this a couple times a day. You can't take too much of it. This is what's so great about natural healing. You can't take too much, okay? So these are healthy mushrooms, healthy mushroom extracts. Jasmine oil, which is so great for the winter blues, I call it. So, and adrenal fatigue, fantastic stuff. And also, Erinn and I were on TV this week. We were on TV on a Thursday morning, and we were on Your Morning. We've posted the link here and there, but it is on their website. I'll do it again. I'll post the link so you can actually see us. And we talked about cauliflower wings. We talked about our mega salad. We talked about the muffins and cookies that you can get at our bake shop that are now, we've got the skinny cupcake. We've got skinny cookies, which are great for your New Year's resolutions with no sugar. And we also talked about chocolate chia seed pudding, which was really neat and something that's so simple for kids to make. With you mums out there, please, 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 please make chocolate chia seed pudding with your kids. It's like when I was a child and, you know, I had tapioca as a kid. Well, usually that's always sugar-based, it's gelatin-based, it got, you know, wheat in it as well too. It's not necessarily that good for you. So chocolate chia seed pudding, we have the recipe in the cookbook, so I'm gonna grab the book right now. Oh. Okay, so those of you that, gosh, what page is it on? Those of you who do not have our book yet, we have so many great recipes in here. I don't know if I can be able to find it for you. Oh, here it is. Haha, that was great. It's page 46. I don't have my glasses on. So here's the chocolate chia seed pudding recipe in the cookbook. And I believe that we've got one on our website too. If you haven't checked out Erinn and I yet, on kellyanderinn.com, and that's Erinn with 2 N's, www.kellyanderinn.com. And thanks, Leah. I know you love your book. You guys are so cute. Love you guys. that it's actually made a bestseller list. So the Toronto Star and Globe and Mail, it was a national bestseller. And that was after 18 days on the market back in April. And since then, it has not stopped. We've sold, I don't even know how many copies even at that point, but this point now, it's just actually we having too much fun. So again, here's the chocolate chia seed pudding recipe. And like I said, I think that we've got one on our website. And if you haven't seen the book yet, there's beautiful photography in it. And it's 50 sweet and 50 savory. There's our Caesar dressing, the famous Caesar dressing from Let Us Love Cafe. Our mega salad, so that was also on the website. And check out this picture, it's just gorgeous. Here's a beautiful soup, a celery root green apple soup for these really, really cold days that we have right now. I'm such a soup freak. This is my famous butternut squash soup, and this was on kellychilds.com forever. It actually was on #1 on the Google searches. If you search butternut squash soup, I was up there with Martha Stewart for about 3 years. And it's now on kellyanderinn.com, and it's now in our cookbook. So this is one of our famous recipes. I don't know if you guys know that or not. And Erinn's lasagna, lemon basil lasagna, our Buddha bowl, our sweet potato and quinoa burgers, and these are now available at Let Us Love Cafe. And it's one of our top selling burgers now down there at the restaurant. So next time you're at Let Us Love, maybe you want to check out the sweet potato quinoa burger rather, and it's made with cilantro too. It's really, really yummy. Our famous grilled cheese and quiche. So anyways, there's so many, the cauliflower wings. These are like my fave. So if you guys have always been lovers of chicken wings, which I never have been, but anyways, cauliflower wings are an incredible, healthy replacement. So the flavor of them, the texture of them, everything are so amazing. Look at them, they look so good. So really try this book out. We've actually got this recipe, I think the recipe's on our website though too right now. So we pop up sometimes the recipes on our website just to share and make sure that everybody gets a chance to enjoy this kind of food. But anyways, yes, the book is available online. The book, someone's asking me, Samantha Rose. Yes, it's available to purchase online. It's on Amazon.ca and Amazon.com. So depending on where you are in Canada or the US or anywhere in the world, Amazon, the book is available. And again, made with love. I'm sorry it's backwards, but this is what happens with Facebook Live is things are backwards. Like I said, so it's 50 sweet, 50 savory, and you're gonna love it. Our pancakes are in there, so many different variations of our pancakes. I like pancakes, truth be told, I like pancakes for dinner, and I like them with sweet potato mash, I like them with gravy, and that's total comfort food for me. So I might even do that for dinner tonight. Anyways, I love you guys, and I don't know if there's anything else I can share with you. Is there any other questions? Leah Vince Roos is saying, worth every penny. Well, thank you, Leah. Did I pay you to say that? I love you. Leah Vince Roos, guys, for all of you watching this right now, Leah has been a customer from the beginning when we were Kind Food, 2010. I don't know what year, Leah, the first year that you came into Kind Food, but I'm gonna guess it was probably 2010. And this is when we were a grocery store, a vegan grocery store. We were a cafe, we were a bake shop, we were a juice and smoothie bar, we were everything. Oh my gosh, we were crazy. And Leah walked in, and from that moment onward, we've just been BFFs, and she's lives in Brantford, not close enough for me. But thank you, Leah. I love you, and I love your support and your kindness, and you've just been one of those stoic, I'm going to say customers, but customers turn friend that everybody would truly wish for their lives and for their business. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. You are an angel. So I want to thank all of our staff that have been so incredible over this Christmas season too, holiday season. It has been an incredible year for us. 2016 was amazing for the bake shop, and we think that probably in that week of Christmas, like up to Christmas Eve, we were open until 5 o'clock on Christmas Eve. We think that there was about 20 to 25,000 people that came through the doors in that 7 days, that 1 week prior to Christmas launch, Christmas Day. And even Santa, that would be including Santa. So he came. And so our girls, our staff, I was going to say girls, plus Andy, because you guys know that we have our one guy that works with us. And Andy, I love you so much. It was Andy's birthday this week. He turned 32. Happy birthday, Andy. And we so grateful for all of you guys that just work so hard for us and with us. So you never work for us. I apologize. You work with us, and just for the greater good of the planet. And so this is what we are, is Kelly's Bake Shop and Let Us Love Cafe. We represent such goodness and such hope and such an amazing path to walk along and live our lives as true to our core. So it's being kind to our bodies, it's being kind to the planet, and it's being kind to the animals. That is our philosophy, and that is how we live our life every day. And that's what just makes me the happiest person, the happiest soul on this planet. So thank you to everybody who has supported us. Then that would be the staff, that would be the customers, that would be our friends and family. And I just want to thank you guys. I love you all. And I look forward to sharing this blog post with apple cider vinegar, healthy ways to stay healthy, immune support. For if you're feeling sick, go to the store today and get this. Have it in your cupboard all the time and just take it every single day, even if you're feeling perfect. Jasmine oil, lavender oil, all sorts of ways to stay healthy this season. So I'm grateful that I get to share all this stuff with you guys. So love you all. And we'll talk to you soon. And any other questions once I sign off here, please feel free to keep commenting because I'm happy to answer them all, okay? And again, I love you all. And greetings from the cold, white north. Bye.